Welcome everyone to Darlington for the regular season finale of the Serre Cup Series Season 2 Race 7. Today I'm with Northwest. He's back finally. Welcome Northwest.
Thank you for having me back. It's been a while, but it is time for the normal season final. McMahon will not be joining us today.
Yes, unfortunately he isn't able to come for today's race, but he will be back next race. He couldn't come because he says it's raining and he hasn't eaten yet. So yeah. So today it's gonna be a 10 lap race. There will be 37 drivers. Last season Clint Boyer won and clinched his way into the playoffs. This race is sponsored by Enzo Productions 2020.
So we're going to watch the bubble battle today as it's a really close battle, 2 points separating Jimmy Johnson and Daniel Suarez.
And so that's the playoff bubble when the race will start with the starting position taken into account. And Byron is 10 points ahead of Eric Jones, so we're gonna look for those drivers. Bowman has a good caution.
Murray right behind him. Logano's got some space as well.
Now let's go trackside for the command with Trinity River Network.
Drivers, start your engines!
So the starting lineup. Danny Hamlin is starting on the pole today. Next to him is Kevin Harvick.
In row number 2 is Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott.
In row 3 we have Jamie McMurray and Jimmy Johnson.
Row number 4, my pick, Ryan Blaney and Eric Jones.
Row number 5, Brad Keselowski and his teammate Joey Logano.
Behind them, the 47, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch round off row 6.
In row 7, Kyle Larson and Austin Dillon.
Behind them, Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick in row number 8.
Starting 17th, Daniel Suarez and 18th, Clint Boyer.
Then William Byron and Ty Dillon finish off your top 20.
Row 11, Kurt Busch and Ryan Preece.
Christopher Bell in the 95 next to Chris Buescher in the 17.
Ari Almirola starting 25th and Ryan Newman behind him.
Then Cole Custer and Ross Chastain.
Michael McDowell and Matt DiBenedetto in row 15.
Back there, Matt Kenseth and John Hunter Nemechek.
In row 17 we have Corey LaJoie and Parker Kligerman.
Then behind them, Darrell Wallace Jr. and Daniel Hemrick round off row 18.
And in row 19 our good friend Timmy Hill. Green flag here at Darlington and Danny Hamlin leads the pack.
Flying through turns 1 and 2, here comes Kevin Harvick on the outside lane to take the lead. Chase Elliott making moves as well.
Chase Elliott is looking for second, but Danny Hamlin with the momentum keeps his position. Now lap 2 and Kevin Harvick is leading.
Chase Elliott making a move down to the bottom lane. Oh, McMurray!
He gets sideways on the inside lane, he gets passed by the Penske guys.
See Jimmy Johnson making moves here as well as Denny Hamlin goes for the crossover on the 9 car of Chase Elliott.
Jimmy Johnson on the inside for the 3rd spot. And oh, Brad Keselowski gets sideways and collects both of his teammates, Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano.
All the Penske cars involved in a wreck there, and my fantasy lineup is ruined.
Yeah, and that's really important for the playoff bubble because both Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney are around there.
Joey Logano has a good cushion on points, but Ryan Blaney might be in trouble here.
Yeah, it's more tight for him. We're gonna see before the restart how is going from him.
They're trying to get those cars back on track.
Joey Logano has to DNF. So Joey Logano is 1 point ahead of Daniel Suarez, and as you can see, Ryan Blaney is in trouble because he's 16 points behind the cutoff line.
Terrible for that Penske organization there.
Thankfully, Brad Keselowski is already locked in with his win at Tour Speedway, but we are back again, green flag.
Kevin Harvick did not get a jump on that restart as Chase Elliott gets a good run on the outside lane.
Tyler Reddick looking for third. He's almost in a must-win situation because he had like 30 points. He was 30 points behind the cutoff line.
Here comes Reddick on the inside of Harvick. Makes the pass for second place.
There's a little flyby of the field, and Kevin Harvick crosses over to try to take second before the stage 1 finish, and the only stage. And Chase Elliott wins stage 1. You can see Eric Jones taking some important points for him as well. And oh, Daniel Suarez spins.
Big collision in the outside wall there.
So let's see a replay.
Oh man, Clint Boyer just gets into him there.
And that caused him to wreck because he blew the left back tire.
Yeah, left rear goes down and hard into the outside wall. That's a really fast section of the turn.
That's hard for him because he was like 1 point behind the last playoff spot, so that will end his journey and he will go home.
Pit stops here. You see Chase Elliott down on pit road.
With a 13.5 second pit stop, and Nemechek tries a pit stop strategy. He takes only 2 tires and gains 20 positions.
Yeah, big strategy there, but those left side tires are really important if you want the car to get a good jump on the restart.
So now Logano is 2 points ahead his teammate Blaney, who gained some positions with a repaired car, and Nemechek, because he is now the leader, is locked in.
See if he can keep this here on the restart.
And he has a really bad restart. The outside lane wins a lot of positions, and
Oh, Byron!
with a huge hit.
Is that the rear end of Matt DiBenedetto he got into? And Byron's playoffs hopes might be thrown into the pit here.
Yes. Let's see what happened. Yeah, the inside lane slowed down with Nemechek having the inside lane as well and with all tires, so there was a little checkup ahead of Byron and he didn't slow down.
See, Blaney was barely able to avoid a wreck there. Could have.
Yes. So now Reddick is leading, he's locked in, and Byron now is 20th with 8 points back. So now the playoff, but there's Blaney, Logano, Dillon, and Jones. It's gonna be a overtime.
Green flag back in the air. Here comes Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick on the inside, he passed Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson not going to let him get away here. Down to the inside into turns 3 and 4.
And Jimmy Johnson now takes the lead, and it will be the white flag. White flag now, and Tyler Reddick is tied with Eric Jones, but he wins the tiebreaker. Chase Elliott is looking to his inside.
If Chase Elliott passes him here, that will bump Reddick below Jones. Down to the line. Jimmy Johnson wins.
And Derek Jones tried to make a move, but he can't, and he gets sideways. So that means that Tyler Reddick is locked into the playoffs.
Playoff drama right there. Amazing battle.
We didn't talk about the winner, but it's Jimmy Johnson for his first Serre Cup Series win.
Eric Jones just tried to get in on his teammate there, and there's not enough room in that turn.
Yeah, they make contact and he loses his momentum. And Jimmy Johnson burns him down here at Darlington.
He barely didn't hit the wall. I thought he hit the inside wall.
Yeah. In a throwback to his Lowe's days. Reddick finishes second and Elliott third. Congrats to Gaël Chauvet for the win.
6th place, not too bad.
Yeah. Nemechek finishes 7th with his old tires.
Almost had it there.
Ross Chastain finishes 9th, I believe. And Timmy Hill finished in the first part of the finishing results. McMahon would be happy.
You see your 16 playoff guys there.
And it was really tight. Tyler Reddick finishes 1 point ahead of Jones. Byron only 3 points behind with his DNF. Austin Dillon in the final 2 laps lost position, so he finished 3 points behind. So this is the playoff driver. So there will be Martin Truex Jr., sponsored by Northwest, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Johnson, Larson, Bell, Ty Dillon, Bowman, Reddick, Blaney, McMurray, and Joey Logano.
Logano barely made it in. So did Blaney. They got lucky with, I mean, you don't want to hope for it, but those other drivers crashing.
Yes, so finally the 3 Penske guys are in the playoffs.
It's been a fun season so far.
Yeah, so that's gonna do it for today's race. Next race will be at Gateway, so McMahon will be back for that race. I think the next race, Northwest will be back. It's Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be back
So
eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time for the first playoff race. And don't forget to make your fantasy picks on the community post. Bye everyone.
Subscribe to McMahon.
And Northwest, and myself. Obviously.
Obviously.
Bye. Yes. It's my race, no?
Are we gonna do the dun 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 dun? You remember? Yeah.